You're not wearing clothes. Holy shit. Why do you look like Andrew Tate?
I want to talk about Hustlers University, guys. Listen, I only have 101,000 students.
Am I wrong? There we go.
You're looking for something big to keep your museum in business? Well, there's something big on that island. Real big. So many friends. And even my own son are still out there. If anyone can bring this thing down, it's you. It'll be the biggest attraction your city's ever seen. And you can help an old friend. Yes, meet me on the docks at sunset. I hope you're ready for a little monster hunt.
Oh boy. I can't believe this game. Well, yeah, I can't believe this game took as long as it did to finally come out. All right, game saves automatically. Pick up where you left off every time. Cool.
Yes, sir. They call him Charles.
Whoa.
Half trained, half ninja
That feels
spider
too
from
fast.
hell.
Oh, that feels
We've
better.
been
Okay.
planning his demise for some time now.
I
and
love how
nearly
the fucking
everything
his
worked.
mouth doesn't even move.
Just a few people to meet, places to see. Simple errands, you know. Yes, sir. Welcome to Aranerum, the island where
Oh, boy.
miners dig their own
Whoa.
graves. Stay close.
Well, that's nice.
Charles isn't the only thing to fear
Interact
around
with
here.
items. Oh, yeah, I can play with a controller? Oh, shit. Is it? Okay, that's too fast. That does... that feels good. White feels good. Hi? Can you...
There's a train shed at the top of the hill.
Cool.
One of the
Okay.
train operators was killed early on by the beast.
By the
So his
beast.
old engine should be in there. If we can get to it, it could be an indispensable tool on our journey. Stay close. We don't want to be exposed for too long.
Okay, I said we're going to listen to this PBD thing, and we will once we get into a little bit more of like, whoa, holy shit. Well, he's out of here. All right. Holy shit, my dude is hauling ass. Okay. Okay, my health is down there. Okay, cool. Cool. You know, I know there are gonna be people who are like, man, why are you playing this on like kind of low settings? I don't look. This is a good laptop, but it ain't that good. We gotta remember working with working with minimal equipment here. If you would like to see the video and audio quality and the game quality not be set to medium, then follow and share with your friends, I guess. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, let's get started with this, shall we?
We're having a conversation about who's a bigger net positive to society, selfish people or selfless people. And I wish you were there to listen to where this conversation went because it was so entertaining. No way, we need more selfless people. There's a lot of selfish people. But by the time the conversation was done, everyone said, maybe we kind of need more selfish people in the world because the world is revolved around selfish people.
Not to
Hang
worry,
tight
we
before
can
you
still
judge.
buy- there's a
Watch the
small
whole
shack
thing.
up the
I'm going to
path
make the
that
case to
might
you
have
at
a
the end.
key
If you say,
inside.
Pat, you have no
Take
clue what you're
this
talking
map I
about,
just marked
thumbs
below.
down.
See if
If
the
you say,
key is-
this makes sense, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.
What a fucking
Let's
content
get right
creator. Selfish. Okay, yeah. So, okay, we got selfish versus selfless people.
So before I show this chart,
Ooh.
to you, let me tell you
Oh, there
something
we
about
go.
Mario Aguilar. Mario has been with me now for 18 years. Mario just had a wedding.
Let's see,
He
look
got
inside
married this
and
past
then,
weekend at my house. Beautiful wedding. We had a great time. But I want to tell you about a conversation I had with him 5 years ago. We're sitting down in the office in Dallas. I said, Mario, why don't you own a car? Cars don't move me.
Also, you know what I always notice about these, like this specific guy's channel, is everything is a fucking anecdote, man. Like everything. Not to say that anecdotes aren't important or not valid, but there is a certain amount, I feel like there's a certain amount of skepticism you should always have when somebody's arguments always seem to come from just their, always coming from their, personal experiences, anecdotes, whatever. It's just always kind of rings as not troublesome or something like that, but it's just, it should kind of tell you a lot that that's where they're always coming from. I want to get rid of this. Hide. Thank you very much. Just so I can kind of keep an eye on chat a little bit more without worrying about that chat. But yeah, just, you know, keep that in mind. Always anecdotes.
How come you don't own a watch? I don't need to have a nice watch. How come you never have money in savings? I don't care if I have money. If I have it, I give it to other people. And I'm going through like,
who
what
is this
selfish
person?
goals do you have in place? Nothing. I said, you realize by you being that way, you're not a net positive to the world. He says, what do you mean? I said, if you're slightly more driven, other people win. I win. You win, your family wins, your peers win, your legacy wins, your future kids win,
Items
everybody wins. If you have something, you're going after. The world is a better
jump?
place.
I can't.
If you're in the
Okay.
hunt
Okay,
for
so we
some
can
of your
jump.
selfish goals. So he sits there and he starts thinking about it. This guy's Ubering around all over the place. He's wearing the same thing pretty much every day. Same shoes, same shirt, same pants. Maybe changes it up here and there, but it's pretty
Wait a
much the
minute,
same
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. First of all, okay, so I don't like this framing immediately. And the reason why I don't like this framing is because it's not even just like an unrealistic scenario. It's this, how do I put it? It is, we are already looking at somebody. He is framing, I'll continue to play. He is framing the, the opposite of pure, unadulterated selfishness. Or at least his approach to selfishness with the with pure 100% like selflessness. But nobody realistically is that kind of selflessness. That's a pretty big caricature to justify us running a system of selfish people that I think is also pretty ridiculous as a way to run a country, to run a society. What do we got here? Speed level 2 to 3, scrap increases maximum. Okay, I got no scrap. Cool. Oh, you don't take this with you. Okay, cool. We got ourselves a nice gun here. Love guns. All right, are we good to go?
Hey, that's what she's an oldie, but I'm going to inspect the truck. Why don't you take a peek inside?
Okay, I did take a peek inside. I already peeked inside. I'm waiting on you, bud. All right, this is like the, okay, that's the, okay. Cool. I already saw this. Wonderful. Cool. We good? We're good? Fuck. Oh, it's the light off of that. We good? Can I, is it this button? Do I hit this button? Nope. I don't hit that. Okay. I don't have any scrap. That's nice. That's good. Oh, what's this? Oh, nothing. Can I go somewhere? Can I go somewhere? Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
Things. There's nothing exciting going on that he's looking forward to except for his job.
Ugh.
We have this conversation. Mario starts making changes. He makes a video about alcohol. I think the last time Mario drank alcohol was 3.5 years ago. The video inspires a bunch of different people. And then he says, Pat, I want to buy this. He buys a nice red Challenger. Car comes in. It's in the back of the building. I see his eyes light up. So look at what it feels like. Then a watch. Then a nice suit. Then nice shoes. And he starts saving money. Fast forward to today. He's been living on the water in Florida for a few years now. Drives a nice car.
Disgusting.
Has more savings than he's ever had in his life. And I'm
Use
talking a
your
few
action
$100,000 in savings. Just 3 years ago, he had $1,000 in the bank. He's got $300,000 in savings today. Doing good for himself. Just got married. About to be a father. Parents was here. Family was here. They're looking at him, so proud of him. What happened to this guy? Just in 5 years. We don't recognize this guy anymore. What happened to this guy? He finally chose to be a little bit more selfish. So watch this. I created this chart yesterday. I want you to think about it and kind of grade yourself as well. Then I'm going to give you different levels to it. Say we have a chart. In this chart that you're looking at,
all right, in the center moves the train forward, left moves the trains backward, right stops the train. Okay, that makes sense.
Where the two collide is 50-50, meaning 50% selfish, 50% selfless. And then the person on the top right is a person that's 100% selfless, meaning they don't care anything about themselves, everything about other people. And then the bottom right is somebody that has zero selfless. Meaning, all I care about is the things I do for you. I don't need anything.
Jesus. No!
So we created a chart and gave it a name with 11 different levels. levels on where people would be based on their breakdown. And here's
Oh my
what
goodness.
we found out. On the top and the bottom, if a person is 100% selfless and 0% selfish on the bottom, that's non-existent.
Can I keep
It's
moving?
a myth.
Okay, cool. We're
You
good.
know why? It's impossible for a person not to be selfish. If you're not selfish, you don't eat, you don't drink, you don't take care of yourself, you don't
That's
wash,
not-
you don't do anything. You don't
Wait, that's not selfishness though. That's self-care. That's not. Okay, so here's my problem. Here's my big problem with this. What he's describing is not selfishness. That's self-preservation. Cleaning yourself is not selfish. That's not what that is. Okay, let's go back really quickly so I can hear his arguments. 1 second. Let's take a pause.
As much as I do for you, I don't need anything. I create this chart yesterday. I want you to
Okay.
think about it and kind of grade yourself.
A
as
chart,
well.
you
Then I'm going
say?
to give you different levels to it. Say we have a chart. In this chart that you're looking at, on the top left, this is a person that's 100% selfish.
Wait, so this is a okay.
And
Okay.
there's zero selfless. The center where the two collide is 50-50, meaning they're 50% selfish, 50% selfless. And then the person on the
Also, the idea of selfish and selfless, while are things that people are, this is also not getting into like motivating factors, because somebody can act or at the very least participate or exercise a selfless act in pursuit of a selfish goal. These aren't, I don't really think there's a way to live fully selfishly and fully selflessly. These are unattainable ways of being, I believe.
The top right is a person that's 100% selfless, meaning they don't care anything about themselves. Everything's about other people. And in the bottom right, if somebody that has zero selfish genes, meaning all I care about is as much as I do
Also
for you,
genes-
I don't need anything from anybody. So then we continue.
Let's also be really clear. There isn't a gene for selfless and selfishness. There isn't a gene for these things. These concepts are learned concepts. These are influenced by your environment.
Continue this conversation and we said, so which one is more realistic and which one doesn't exist? So we created a chart and gave it a name with 11 different levels on where people would be based on their breakdown. And here's what we found out. On the top and the bottom, if a person is 100%
Move this up a little bit.
selfless and 0% selfish on the bottom, that's non-existent. It's a myth. You know why? It's impossible for a person not to be selfish. If you're not selfish, you don't eat, you don't drink, you don't take,
Okay, none of these are selfish.
you don't eat,
What? It's not selfish to eat. It's literally not. You have to survive. That's not selfishness. That's survival.
you don't drink,
Same with drink.
you don't take care of yourself.
Okay, people who don't take care of themselves, it's not because they're not selfish. It's usually because they're depressed. There's actually a lot of reasons why. There's also not a what is taking care of yourself. I don't really know what that means specifically in this context, but okay.
You don't wash, you don't do anything.
Yeah, not showering is a selfless act. That's not okay.
You don't exist. So that's a myth. A person cannot be 100% selfless. You have to be selfish in order to live, or else you're dead. However, at the top, when you look at the person that's 100% selfish and 0% selfless, those people can actually exist. Some of them are criminals, sociopaths. They're a danger to society because they're willing to sacrifice friends, family, relative, business, career. It doesn't matter. They're 100% all about themselves. However, we looked at the different...
Wait, what? No. Go back.
Can actually exist. Some of them are criminals.
So okay, this is already bullshit. The idea that somebody, first of all, the actual criteria for a selfless person, none of those things were selfless. None of those things. Now, selfish, on the other hand,
Criminals, sociopaths,
are they selfish? Maybe one could make that argument. I'm not really sure if narcissistic or antisocial personality disorder is equivalent or can be likened to selfishness. I don't know how you get to that. Okay.
They're a danger to society because they're willing to sacrifice friends, family, relative, business, career.
Wait, what does that mean, sacrifice? Like, in the sense of, hey, if you throw all of these people into the mouth of a volcano, you will be given preferential economic success? Well, first of all, we already know that there are selfish people at the top of our society who are willing to trade lives for their personal success. A good example of this is Norfolk Southern. Norfolk Southern crashes how many trains in small communities? We only know about the one in East Palestine, but how many of them already have lines in their spreadsheets to say, this is how much damage we're going to cause if this happens. These are how many lives it could cost. Is that worth the profit margin? And again, the pursuit of the profit margin is the only concern under capitalism. So somebody would naturally have to say, by necessity, they would have to say, yes, in this case, yeah, it's worth it. It is worth these people's lives creating this product, transporting this product, whatever, because we are increasing our profit margin. We are increasing our profits. That's the only thing capitalism is concerned with. Capitalism as a system is structured around the pursuit of profits at any cost, as long as that cost is not monetary. Monetary costs are the only kind of costs that capitalism accounts for in terms of its way of kind of devising what is and isn't a smart or wise choice.
It doesn't matter. They're 100% all about themselves. However, we looked at the different tiers, and here's what we came up with.
Also, keep in mind, you can be incredibly selfish and do very well in our world. Whereas to be incredibly selfless, not to the maximal point, but even just slightly, even just a bit more selfless, you will be punished by the market for that. We have built a system to actually destroy ourselves, to harm one another, to legitimize the harm we do to each other.
So the next level would be somebody that is 10% selfish and 90% selfless, meaning they're selfish enough to eat, to shower, to have a job, to do the basic type of things, but they'll agree with anything anybody tells them. These are people that are weak-willed and generally cowardly. They're a net negative to society.
What? Okay.
1 minute they're having a conversation with somebody saying, did you hear what that person said? Yeah, oh yeah, wow, I can't believe it. Then they'll go to the next person who completely disagrees with that person. No, that person said, oh yeah. Zero backbone. Okay, there's other words for it, but that's the level of 1090. The next person is somebody that's 20.
And that's, what is this? And that's 10 selfish, 90% selfless. What? This is incomprehensible.
2080. These are folks that are indecisive. They're conforming to everyone. They can't make a decision. So, I don't know. I don't know. They're afraid to make selfish goals and selfish dreams. And I don't know if this is good for me. I don't want to offend anybody.
This is myth making.
Conforming, and I'm indecisive. I'm staying out of it. No problem. 3070. These are people that are passive, meek, submissive, tame, still a little more selfish than others, but not enough yet to start getting some kind of progress about them. They're still more in the net negative community. Then you have 4060 supporting cast, very good supporting cast, very helpful. They're great people to be having in business to help out with different structures, but they're in the 4060 mode still. And in the middle is thinker advisor. These are people that are 50-50. They're good thinkers. What do you think about this? I think we should do this. What about that? I don't know. Let me think about the other person's side. Well, you know what? Their side is this. This side is that. So they get you to think because
wait, is that the 50-50 one?
And they're selfless. So they're actually a good person to have on the team because they can give you both sides of what to do and what not to do. The synergist and the great teammate is the 60-40. They have goals, they have dreams, they go out there and get it done, they push other people.
I just can't, dude. Like, this guy makes YouTube videos with, he's obviously a pretty rich guy, and he's bought a pretty decent a good editing team, a good set, all the rest of this stuff. Jesus Christ. This is the problem I have with a lot of this is it's the naturalization of these learned traits as if you're born one of these two things. And the dangerous part of that is the idea that somebody is born naturally a better person than somebody else based on their percentile of selfish and selflessness. It's so weird to me. And it comes back, I think, to like this myth that a lot of very successful people tend to tell themselves, which is that they made it because of, not because, there were some advantages, not because of the relationships they had, not because of the luck that they might have gotten, that, they showed up to this one meeting and it just so happened that this thing happened and blah, 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 or that somebody was having a bad day or whatever. That there's not these millions probably of factors that led them to the position that they're in, most of which were out of their control. There always has to be this fealty to their genetics, to their natural God-given place in the world, that they were given their place in the world, not unlike how lords thought about themselves, that, they're in the spot that they're in because they're just naturally gifted and naturally better. I just can't. I can't with it. What are we looking at, map? How far are we? Okay, we got somebody coming up here. What is this? Any advice on rizzing the tree? Slowly, methodically, and abrasively. I don't know. 1 second, let me play this.
Somebody that you're going to want in any great organization, because they are 60-40 and they have their own things that they still want to drive to improve the company, improve themselves. They're
Over the
reading,
fence.
they're improving, they're doing all that. They're not content with where they are, so they have bigger selfish goals than being selfless. Then you have the kingmaker.
I love how
the
reading
driver.
is selfish.
These people are misunderstood. These people are
Even though, like, there's
everybody,
nothing
raising
selfish about
standards,
reading, you're just
disturbing
reading.
people, but at the same time, they are selfless enough. It's about a bigger dream, a bigger cause, a bigger vision, where everybody wins
this down
instead
slightly.
of just
There we
being
go.
about themselves. That is the 30% mixture of selfless and selfish.
This
to
is
be
the
able to
flat
drive
tax
your
guy, yeah.
organization to the next level. The next one is a solopreneur, 80-20. Selfish, 20% selfless. They're still in that
Dude, it's
positive
wild.
Society. They set an
Utterly
example of
wild.
Success, but they're bad
What?
at duplicating.
Oh,
Meaning,
okay, I guess I
look,
can't
I'm
go see
good.
them yet.
I'm not disrespectful to
Oh,
you. I don't
shit.
hurt you. I
Not
don't
the
take
damage.
advantage of you. But I'm just taking care of myself. You do you,
Okay,
I do me.
fair enough.
And I'm still a net positive to society. Not a great leader. Not great at driving other people, but they're good at for themselves. Then you have the next level, which is 90-10. This is a narcissist. The world
Okay.
revolves.
Okay, let's talk about this really quickly, because this is also the thing. This concept that we can run better functioning societies through the acumen, the ambition of a few people, and at the benefit of those few people, is how we've gotten to the place that we've gotten. Every single thing you eat, every single thing you watch, every single thing you read, every single thing that you consume was only created only for the profits of somebody else. That's it. No books would be written, no games would be designed, no food would be processed and delivered to your local I meant to get off there. To your local grocery store. None of it. And oh, I can go backwards. I'm stupid. Oh, thanks for that. I like how you have that one M in there just to fuck people up. None of it would make it to your door. You wouldn't eat. You wouldn't sleep with fucking sheets. You wouldn't do any of this shit unless somebody was gonna make money off of it. And the idea that you would center your society around these few people tells you a lot about how we kind of view our society or how we approach it. That for any one person to reach comfort in either their, playing a video game, any of those things, somebody has to make some kind of money. Somebody has to be selfish enough to sell you that good instead of you having the right as a human to food, to education, to all the rest of these things. And this guy at the end of the day, not this poor woman sitting here flashing against this awful light, but this guy's already made it. He's already at the top. He's already paid to just have his goofy ass opinions because somebody wants to hear them. But all they are is validating of his existence in the hierarchy.
The monster hunter has arrived, I see.
I have
This is
arrived.
no ordinary hunt, mind you. We've already tried fighting Charles, but he retreats into the wilderness if he is sufficiently harmed.
We have to keep harming.
believe there may be a way to get Charles to commit to a mortal battle, however. Dispersed around the island are 3 eggs.
Eggs.
Locked in the island's 3 primary mines.
Okay.
Our theory is that putting these eggs,
Okay.
unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
the
the
mining company
owner,
owner, Warren Charles III,
Warren Charles
has
the
placed
Third.
armed guards inside each mine to protect. There's an egg in the mine just down the rail. Here's the key to the mine.
Ooh, why?
I've marked the end.
Why? Is there a reason why you're not doing this? Almost not at all. The meritocracy, as far as I've ever experienced it, is an utter myth. If you've ever heard the phrase, I'm sure you have parents, and I'm sure you've heard them say the phrase. It's not about what you know, it's who you know. They're accidentally being brutally honest with you, by revealing that to you, because it is true. There are, I don't know how old you are. But I'm 30. I've been in a lot of jobs. Almost all of them, I have met people, I have worked with people who are incompetent and not really suited for the positions that they were in, but they were friends with the managers, they were friends with the owners, they previously, whatever. Relationships will take you farther, especially in our society, than it will, than acumen will. Because acumen, quite frankly, can be taught to a lot of people. A lot of people can be taught to do a lot of tasks. Some tasks obviously are going to be harder than others, but for most basic tasks, even slightly above basic tasks, for any, management position, any of that sort of stuff, it's all about the relationships you build. It's why, like, being interpersonally friendly and amenable and stuff like that will get you a lot farther than just being good at the raw job that you're doing. The raw job that you're doing can be taught to really anybody who can just, like, kind of figure it out. Whereas the people part of it and the relationship building, that's a lot more of a subjective trait. There's good things to, it's good to be good with people, but that's not the concept of merit that guys like this always talk about. No, oh yeah, absolutely. Networking is absolutely a skill. The problem is networking isn't. What does it say? While mining the farthest tunnel, we broke through a wall into a large cavern. There's something strange here, and we don't know what it is. We're requesting that Mr. Warren visit the southern mine site at his earliest convenience to give us further instructions. Cool. No, stop. I don't want to read you anymore. But yeah, it is a skill, but it's a pretty. What is this? Lean to avoid Q. Oh. Is the other one this one? Okay, cool. But it's a very subjective skill. Oh wait, oh shit, can I crouch? Hopefully I can't crouch and I didn't just miss out on a button. Hello? Can I open you? Nope. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's continue with this.
Around them. And a narcissist is actually not a net positive to society. They're a bigger net positive to society than the weak-willed cowardly, but they're not a net positive to society. It's purely about them, and they're willing to do it generally at all costs. They'll use you as a pawn. They'll look at you as a way to get what they can get out of you. It's not about how they can help you. It's what they can get out of you rather than making everybody win at the same time. So when you look at this chart here, some people will...
Also, what he's describing is employment. What he is describing is the employee-employer relationship. If you've ever interviewed for a job, if you've ever worked a job and talked to some of your other workers and asked them about their wage, about maybe some of the, maybe not benefits, but what they talked about during their interview process, there's a good chance they were told that they would get paid a little bit more than you or differently. There's a good chance they were told in a non-absolute on non-absolute terms the kind of job they might be doing. They might have been promised, oh hey, look, you're going to be hired as a regular employee, but you're going to be treated as basically management, but you're also not going to make the same as management. The employee-employer relationship is all about them getting the most out of you for the least amount of money. There are people I work with who do much more work than me, are harder workers, do better, contribute more, but they make less than me. And they only make less than me because I have a few years of experience at best, but also because I entered at this specific workplace at a time where I could negotiate and had more leverage over that company. But certainly they do more work than me. But both of us, if we're both prepping like chicken, for example, if I take an hour to prep chicken, I get $20. They take an hour to prep chicken, they're only making 17, maybe 18, even though we're doing the exact same thing. It's because their value, they're valued just differently. And most bosses will tell you, oh, well, it's just differences. But it's not. You're not making different food. You're not prepping different stuff. You're not doing different work. It's how they've decided to evaluate and value your labor.
Come back and say, I can't believe you just said that, Pat. You mean to tell me somebody that's they're weak-willed, cowardly? Yes. That's generally what happens. You just called me out, Pat. I don't like this feeling you're giving me. I'm not doing this to make you feel good. When I create charts like this, I go and think about myself, how I was at 18, then 28, and what I had to choose to change, and it wasn't easy, then 34, then 35. The only reason I'm looking at this because the last 20 years and haven't been in the insurance
also,
industry,
depending on
40,000 different licensed agents in the insurance industry, you look at traits of quality.
Now, do you think he's trained 40,000 people personally? No, he probably made a few videos, did a few talks at conferences, which totaled maybe 40,000 people, but he didn't train 40,000 people. There's somebody who trained probably 20, 30, 50 people at an actual job location. But this guy, he gets to say, oh, I trained like 40,000 people. We're doing a talk. Everyone just huddles around a room and hears me talk. Boom, I trained them. It's, because that's the idea. That's how he sees his worth, his value. And again, these are all arbitrary. It's all arbitrary. But if you're going to do work for an employer, you should be getting the most, and you should always be arguing the most from your employer. I always tell people, always be looking for other jobs. But when you're going to, when you're applying to anywhere, right? You're applying to anywhere. There's usually like a set, like, usually have what's called a pay band. So they have like kind of a range of where you'll get paid. Figure out if you can get an understanding or a sense of where that pay band is, go above that pay band and negotiate down to what is the top of that pay band. I tell that to everybody. Always make the most that they're ever willing to offer you. Ever willing to offer you for any labor, any kind of labor that you're going to do. Because at the end of the day, again, if they can pay you less, they'll pay you less. So you might as well make them pay you more.
And you say, man, that guy could have been very big. But man, it was all about him. That person could be very big. But dude, he couldn't get over the fact that his wife kept telling him, you got to come home early, you got to come home early. He wanted to please everybody. She could have been amazing, but her mom made her feel so guilty all the time and she fell for it. That person could have been amazing. Scary music. They could never make up their minds. It was always one day this, one day that. That person was an incredible driver and they built so many different leaders. They pissed a lot of people off, but they also built a lot of different leaders. So if you judge them on success, they helped a lot of people become financially free. These are case studies on different people. Now, somebody may say, well, Pat, does this apply to every aspect of your life? As a mother, if I'm pregnant, shouldn't I be selfless?
Yeah, internships. Look, internships are a different story. I don't have a lot of experience in internships. I work. Oh shit! Fuck! I work in a kitchen.
At the federal level, a libertarian. At the state level, a Republican. At the local level, a Democrat. And at my friends and
at the federal level, libertarian. Well, that's convenient. At the state level, Republican, and at the local level, Democrat, and at a family and friends level, a socialist. What does that even mean? So if we're talking about libertarian, if you're like on the federal level of libertarian, you're pretty aggressive or pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Man, you're pretty likely to oppose. Fuck, I couldn't think of the fucking word. But you have an opposition to regulation, which in terms of being a business person, you kind of want as little barriers to you making as much money as possible as you can get. So again, pretty self-interested. I would say that's a bit selfish. At the state level, Republican, I'm not sure. So if we're talking Republican in the sense of economics, I suppose, if we're still sticking with economics, I don't know if you've heard of Kansas before, but Kansas had a few problems when their governor decided to deregulate a lot of their industries there. Local level Democrat. I don't even know what that even means. This person just sounds like they're incoherent. And I don't know what family and friends a socialist is. I don't know what that even means. Considering, does he mean that he allows his friends and families to own the means of production? Is that what he means?
Family is socialist. Pretty weird, right? Wait a minute. You can be a socialist and you can be a libertarian and a Republican and a Democrat. Yes, at different levels.
What?
I'm simply giving you who benefits if you are somebody
Shit.
that you have some.
Go. Okay, wait, do I have stamina in this game? Shit, I hope I don't. I'm just fucking.
The company you're working
Fuck
for
me,
wins,
fuck
the
me.
industry wins,
Okay.
Everybody wins.
Go,
The challenge with this
go.
conversation is this. You ever rented a car and
Should I look
you're
back?
like, this is
Oh,
supposed to go
fuck!
120 miles an hour.
I didn't know they had
When I
guns.
go to 80,
I didn't know they had guns. That's not fair.
Speed governor. And what it does is it doesn't allow to go over
Go,
80
go,
miles per
go,
hour, right?
go, go,
And
go,
the
go,
rental
go,
companies
go,
do this
go,
so they don't
go,
have too many
go,
accidents.
go,
Because it's
go,
expensive,
go.
and they've done the research to know what the numbers they don't want
Go,
drivers
go,
to go
go,
about because it's not their car. They don't treat it like their car. The reason why this chart is being shared with you is you may be watching this and you may say, man, I'm
Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Did they come after you? Oh, shit.
270.
Fuck me.
And no, anytime you go above
Okay.
70,
Oh.
people don't like
Oh
to be
shit.
around
Oh
you.
shit.
It's all
Oh
about
shit.
you.
Oh
You may
shit.
be somebody that's at the other level.
Back the fuck up. I have a full auto.
Maybe you need to bring your governor up and start talking
Oh, that
about
guy's
your
dead.
selfish goals, like Mario did.
Right?
You know what happened to his life? It
Right?
changed. Almost
Okay, I think he's dead.
everybody I know that's bitter, they tend to come more from a
Okay. Let's get a rewind here about this nonsense. Okay, I saw the socialism thing. Woo.
gotta come home early, you gotta come home early, make up their mind. Every aspect of your life. You know, as a mother, if I'm pregnant, level a libertarian.
Okay.
At the state level, a Republican. At the local level, a Democrat. And at my friends and family,
Yeah.
weird, right? Wait a minute. You can be
It's incoherent.
and you can be a libertarian and a Republican and a Democrat. Yes, at different levels.
Yeah, these are all. First of all, socialism is usually an economic prescription. The others are vaguely ideological. Actually, well, the others are parties. Let's be really clear. Democrats and Republican. Those are parties that are pretty widely, pretty wide nets. He's going, oh, well, iceberg. I got like terrified and actually jumped. I haven't done that in a horror game in a while, so gotta see that. Third party is a waste. Okay, third party is not a waste of your vote. The farther down, the more local you go, the higher up you go. Yes, but start like when you think about third parties, starting from the bottom, from your local level, from like your dog catcher or stuff like that. Your even like your mayors or your HOA board or whatever the fuck. Starting from there with like third parties and stuff. I know HOAs aren't really that political, but my point is at the local level, yes, the higher up you go, the less effective it is. You want to build the movement bottom up, and then at some point, somebody in the third party will gain that traction. But third parties, the media on the federal level, it's a waste. It's a waste. If you're in a safe state, sure. Yeah. Just while watching that one. I know. We got to 50 followers, although we did. Yeah, we're at 51 now. I'm sorry. Well, first of all, I've been kind of broke lately, but I will commit that it'll happen. I don't know at what point, but I will commit that it will happen. Also, we haven't watched Matt Walsh today, so I have an excuse. Nice, well done. Did you vote Biden? I did. Begrudgingly, like most people.
I'm simply giving you who benefits if you are somebody that you have some selfish goals. Your wife wins, your husband wins, your kids wins, your last name wins, your family wins, your heritage.
Who the fuck? Why do I wait? Why is last name and then family different? Heritage
wins. The company you're working for wins. The industry wins.
Yeah,
Everybody
basically.
Wins. The challenge with this conversation is this: you ever rented a car and you're like, "This is supposed to go 120 miles an hour. How come?"
Who the fuck goes 120 miles an hour when you rent a car?
When I go to 80, it goes back down. That car is a speed governor. And what it does is it doesn't allow you to go over 80 miles per hour, right? And the rental companies do this so they don't have too many accidents.
Which makes sense.
And they've done the research to know what the numbers they don't want drivers to go above because it's not their car.
Well, yeah, I don't think I'd want somebody driving my personal car above 60 miles. Like,
they don't treat it like their car. The reason why this chart is being shared with you is you may be watching this and you may say, man,
I am
not
watching
part
this.
Of the narcissist community. No problem. Bring your governor down to 70, okay? And no, anytime you go above 70, people don't like to be around you because it's all about you. But you may be somebody that's at the other level. You're a little bit of a cowardly, weak-willed, or you conform.
This is true. I am a cowardly, a weak-willed, and a conformist socialist. This is true.
Maybe you need to bring your governor up and start
I
talking about
just-
your selfish goals, like Mario did. You know what happened to his life? It
Mario.
changed. Almost
Yeah, he could have
everybody
made
I
millions
know
of dollars
that's
at the box
bitter,
office.
They tend to come more from a place of selfless than a little bit of selfish. The world is a better place if you have a little bit more selfish gene in you than selfless gene in you.
Yeah, oh my god, I hate this. I hate this gene shit. I hate the naturalization of learned traits. It's so fucking toxic. It's like, it's utterly toxic. The idea that people come out already selfish or selfless, and because of that, that's how you explain why selfish people are successful. Instead of what actually happens, which is, again, I think I've said it already, capitalism as a system is one based around the accumulation of wealth. Therefore, the more successful people are going to be the people who grow up and learn to be selfish. That's just kind of the way it is. If you've ever been to even like poor gang-ridden areas, right? Who are the people who have a lot of money, have a lot of things, but harm society? Like gang leaders and gang members, right? Those are pretty selfish people. Do you want to know why those people do well, or why they even what's the word? Like why you would even prescribe or enter into that world? Why you would even choose to join a gang and to maybe be successful? Because the only thing that capitalism is going to give you a chance to survive with is money. So if dealing drugs, shooting people, if doing all the things that gangs do that are bad paid off in a negative way, then nobody would be in them. But what do? You make money dealing drugs, you make money killing people, fighting over territory. That's the only thing, from a capitalist perspective, that is how you are just living by the structure that we live under. But like, it's the system. Nobody is born with these traits. Nobody is born selfish. Ugh.
Everybody around you wins if you have that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
If you want the net positive index chart sent to you, text the word selfish to 310-340-1132.
Oh my God. Okay, also keep in mind, you know what's happening when you text selfish to 310-340-1132? They're selling your data. That's also what is happening, keep in mind. This dude is 3,000% selling your data to a data broker, to China, to whoever is willing to buy it for $1. That's what you're doing. Sure, you're gonna get a text message with a fun little like, hey, this is, what the fuck is this guy's name? Paul or whatever? Yeah, I think it's like Paul. Yeah, this is Paul. I'm really glad that you texted this phone number. Yeah, that's not, yeah, you've just sold your phone number and whatever personal information you enter into a form that they might give you, enter into an email list, whatever. You just gave that all for him to go sell to like to a data broker. Utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. All right, let's head to the next town. Oh my God, where are we going? Oh, I can't zoom out anymore. Damn, this is a big fucking map. Okay, so we're okay, cool. I'm okay with this. On the road again. Oh wait, can I? Oh, that's fun. All right, cool. Where's this motherfucker? Oh wait, am I? No, okay, I thought I was out of gas. Do you need to find gas in this game? It never said. Or at least I wasn't paying attention. Oh shit. I think I almost fell off. Let's see. Oh, let's turn this up a little bit. Let's turn the game up. I feel like the game's a bit low. That'll probably do. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. Oh yeah, wait, do I need to change the things? Coming up here, I will. Man, what a calming little... Oh, right, I have scrap. Damn. Oh, that wasn't worth it. Yeah, that didn't feel worth it. Oh shit. Hopefully that's not him. What do we got? I do not. Closest thing I play is Siege, but I mostly play on console. Actually, what am I saying? Mostly, I do play on console. Although I haven't played in a while. I do miss that game, but I've gotten so much worse at it. I probably wouldn't be bad at Counter-Strike, though. I'm pretty decent at shooters. Just not very good at PC shooters. I'm just not used to the format. WASD plus a mouse, I'm not great with yet. But maybe we'll get better through the course of the streaming career. Let's see. Wait, fuck, wait, no, shit, stop! Okay, whew. Wasn't ready for that. Oh, that can't be good. Oh, that can't be good. Is it going this way? Okay, it is. Oh shit, that's not good. Let's get the fuck out of here. Do you support direct U.S. involvement in Ukraine? Oh shit. Direct U.S. involvement? Not boots on the ground. I do support the weapons deals that we've had with them. I support the fight against fascism. God damn it! Stop. Back the fuck up, my guy. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Well. Try and raid you when my stream is over. Normally like 5, 7. I like your content. Oh, thanks, Iceberg. I really appreciate that. Respawn at train? Yeah, that'll do. I want to like play, honest to God, I want to play more, holy shit, it's Mr. Clean. I grew up watching you. I really want to like kind of do like a what's it called? Like a crossover between like the horror game community, because I fucking love playing horror games, like PC horror games, indie specifically. Papa Combo's my jam, but I would love to be like at the intersection of that and like political stuff, because most of my YouTube, like most of what I consume on YouTube is like let's plays of horror games and then political shit. Mr. Clean, video. Hey, there you go. Grant the U.S. is directing operations. Yeah, there's been yeah, we've had some. Yeah, I saw that there was some of the leaks. I'm admittedly, so when it comes to the leaks, I'm a bit skeptical about them, only because like I feel like I sound conspiratorial, but you just never know what's a real leak and what's a controlled leak, I guess. If assuming all that stuff is true, oh man, my fucking train is fucked. But assuming we are directly on the ground, that is not a good idea. I can't say I'm super surprised, but you know, like Black Ops shit and stuff, I can't say I'm super surprised that those guys are there, but it's certainly, I wouldn't say, is incredibly smart for us to be any more involved in weapons deals. We should be pushing for peace, but the argument for peace is not like it's not on Ukraine's part to be the ones coming to the table and negotiating all of this. Like they are the put upon group here. You know, the group that can at any point stop the war is Russia. Oh, you're not wearing clothes. Holy shit! Why do you look like Andrew Tate? Am I wrong? You got out of fucking prison, my guy.
I need not introduce myself.
Pun isn't even denying, you know, it's true. Yeah.
Name's Greg.
Why is no one taking a step back and going, hey, China, Russia?
In case you haven't heard already, Warren, the mine boss, is keeping 3 monster.
Well, unfortunately, the production of weapons and the sale of those weapons are what's the word I'm looking for? Is a big factor in that. Unfortunately, defense contractors make a lot of money. That's not to say that the actual weapons aren't going to a good cause in the Ukraine situation, but that is why we always spend so much fucking money on defense.
One of the X is in the North Mine.
You couldn't just said that, Andrew Tate? God damn. Okay, North Mine. Cool. Sure, the invasion is terrible, but why don't we focus on helping ourselves become better nation than we help ourselves? It's almost like... So okay, so I don't want you to. Okay. So something I wanna. I'm glad you said that because there are a lot of people, and there is a sentiment and a. It's good to be skeptical of the defense industry specifically in this case because we do spend a lot of money on making all of these weapons, shipping them over to Ukraine to help them fight a war that is justified. I support everything else. But the question becomes, where the fuck is any of this money when we want to when we want to offer Medicare for all to people? Where's all this money when we want to educate our youth? And the reason why those two things, why those specific I guess pillars of our society get no attention, get no funding compared to something like the defense industry is because teachers are workers of the state. They educate and shepherd the next generation of workers into capital owner owned businesses. Those capital owners then use their money, their influence to buy politicians to keep their taxes low, to keep the schools that they benefit from getting educated workers from as low funded as they possibly can while still giving them workers that can build their cars, build their TVs, whatever, but can never compete with any of them. You want the next worker class, I guess conceptually, to not be as ready to challenge you with the next new technology. You want them to kind of be good enough to work on your stuff, but not smart enough to create a competitive company, to create a competitive product that'll put you out of business. So you kind of want to keep people in a certain threshold of danger to your profits. So that's, and again, teachers, we have teachers unions all over the country. They're not all completely, connected and contiguous, but unfortunately what that means is teachers don't have money to lobby. They don't make a lot of money to contribute to then lobby the government in their favor. Defense contractors, on the other hand, make a lot of money. They do a lot of money because they're doing a lot of these large deals and arms deals and everything else. The other one was healthcare. Because of our privatized system, they don't want more people getting access to, like the basic care. They want people to generally be continually sick and continually in debt to them. All of these medical companies, these hospitals, any of these, they benefit from all of us owing them money all the fucking time because our food isn't all that great of quality, because our healthcare is too damn expensive, we can't afford it, and because a lot of people can't afford to go to normal doctors to get preventative care. It means that then down the road they have to pay more money for the immediate care. It's why you see a lot of countries who have single payer healthcare systems. They have very strong preventative care systems. That means that their citizens don't rely so heavily on that immediate and more extensive care, like cancer treatments and stuff. All that type of stuff costs a lot of money. But if you can catch cancer early, it's a lot smaller of a bill. And again, you have a lot more people who aren't dying all the time. But I don't want you to ever think that it's a this or. It's a we help Ukraine or we get all of these things. We can do both. It's just when we're not fighting a war, when we're not doing any of this stuff, we just don't fund any of these kinds of programs. We're just like, fuck it. If there's not a war to fund, and this is especially after 9/11, but if there's not a war to fund, if there's not something to go after, then we'll just figure something out, and we'll figure something else to throw the military budget at. Anyway. It is good prop for the Russians to think they're directly fighting us, and good for, yeah. I mean, they don't, if we're behind our presence behind Ukraine empowers them to negotiate better and gives Russia less of an opportunity to strong arm them and take the land that they shouldn't have. Let's see. It's almost like the defense contractors lobby 50-50 to both parties, and we left behind. And I'm assuming, are left billions of dollars of equipment in Afghanistan. Like, all the stock just got emptied and you can make new contracts, and now call me conspiratorial. But I don't want to KMS, and I love my life. Yeah, that's fine. Come on, contracts. Those are government entities, i.e., social, not private, and I'd even say that lobbying itself for regulations that protect corporations is in itself a government entity. They don't want education to be good so that people can be fooled. Yeah, there's also that. I mean, look at the difference in funding and education in red states. Really. Let's see. Government entities, i.e., social, not private. Even say that lobbying itself. Well, no, lobbying. So lobbying is not done. So they're lobbying is done by private entities to drive our governmental bodies, which are democratically voted on to support their policies along with everything else. But we have to understand, let's be really clear. We do not live in an equal democracy. All of everything I've said would be at the very least tenable if we lived in an equal democracy, but we simply don't. We live in a world where a majority of Americans would like to see the passage of, as a small example, some common sense, basic gun regulations, basic gun control, but we never get any of it. And it's because an entire party is essentially captured by private interests within the gun lobby. At the end of the day, the NRA gets their funding and a lot of their kickbacks from gun manufacturers that then they use the NRA to lobby and give donations to keep politicians in power. And so if you're a politician, you're like, if I disagree with the NRA, they might fund my opponent. I now don't have a career. I'm now I'm not rich. I'm not in high society. I'm not any of these things. So I'm going to agree with the gun lobby because it's the financially smart thing to do. Our system, the incentive structure is that towards winning your elections and staying and holding those offices for long periods of time. A good example of this from the left-wing side, I mean, left-wing in parentheses, in quotation marks, not parentheses, is Dianne Feinstein. Dianne Feinstein can't even do her fucking job, but she stays in the seat that she is and hoards and lords over it because she has tenure, even though, has she done anything for California? She can hardly do her job at this point, but she has power. And that's also what a lot of these politicians want. They want power. They want the ability to influence at the stroke of a pen society. So, you know, there's also that. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, when it comes to private ownership and lobbying, that is that is not a system that I would say is at all like on the more social end of it, I guess. Guns don't shoot themselves, fix the problem at the start, you can't get rid of them. I live in a red state and is generally thought to have the best public education in the country. Which red state? People do stupid, terrible things. Help people to decrease crime and violence. Somebody doesn't want to fix. Mr. Clean, are you I take it you're a pro-gun individual?
And using my
Florida does. Florida has one of the best public education systems in the country.
Wanting to see Warren's empire. Now that you're here, I need a few minutes. While I'm working on that, why don't you bring that box of rocket ammunition back here?
Okay. I can do that. What are they ranked in? Yeah. Holy shit, brother. This is on the other side of town. Oh, wait. What's this? Bunker break-in. Find a way into the... Oh. God damn, dude. Unmet NPC. Okay. Live in the middle of nowhere. Now it takes 5 minutes to get to my house. I really need a gun. If you live in the middle of nowhere, what do you need a gun for? So I wouldn't actually, I don't even really need to argue that. My problem is not with gun ownership. My problem is with the there's just not enough there's not enough stopgaps for people who own guns, unfortunately. Or at the very least, there's not enough ways for us to identify and restrict people who probably shouldn't have access to firearms, I should say. As a gun owner myself, I you know, let me be clear. I love my Beretta 92 FS, but there are, what's the word I'm looking for? There are people who I think are dangerous to themselves, dangerous to society, that we should probably try to weed out in terms of gun ownership. When I specifically say common sense. What's it called? You know, I don't have the list in front of me, but there's any number, you know, some red flag laws. Oh, there we go. Got some scrap. I don't know how much scrap how much scrap do I have? What is it? Inventory? Is that what it is? Inventory? Got 5. Okay, that's good. What was I saying? There's any number of laws, universal background checks, a national registry. That would also be really good. I know a lot of people are really against the national registry, but the idea that people just know which guns you own doesn't really infringe on your rights. It's just information. I can understand if you're nervous about that information, but trust me when I say that any corporation can tell you how many guns you own just on its own, let alone the government. Oh, what's this? Please deliver a copy to Paul. I went outside to do a routine check of the lighthouse. As I walked around the corner of the building, I saw that beast, Charles. He spotted me and charged straight up the hill in my direction. That spider train is a hideous monster. I can't understand why Warren wants us to stay on Erinerum instead of trying to escape the beast. I suppose Warren has simply gone crazy, thinking he can handle the situation on his own. In any case, Charles ran right over me, trampled my leg. I won't be able to attend the upcoming meeting and have asked Greg to bring back a copy of the notes. Okay, that's cool. Oh, geez. Oh, wow.
We haven't met, but I've heard lots about you.
How did you hear about me already?
I have a favor to ask.
Okay, yeah. I kind of, yeah. I kind of got it. Oh, okay. So I'll get. Okay, cool. Where's this one? How far do I have to go? Oh, sweet. Is that it? Find a place. New breakers repair. Oh, cool. That's okay. That's like close by. Let's see. What do they rank? I live in the middle. Let's see. I think it was this way. It seemed like it was kind of this general direction. Not sure what this is. Okay. Florida high, but on average, red states. So, high school and college grad. Individuals need to receive care for mental health issues. They need to be identified. I don't need a gun because I. Okay, so individuals need to receive care for mental health issues. So, okay, so Mr. Clean, here's the question. How do we address that? So I have a solution to that, which is a Medicare for all system. That's the thing that I support. I want to, whoa, wait, wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, I need to go find their, no, wait, did I pass it? Where the fuck was the thing? Yeah. So the solution to that is offering a universal, or at the very least, near universal, at the very least, healthcare system. But that's not really something that we have, unfortunately. And also, a flaw in that logic that it's just the mental health care, and I don't think it's just guns, and I don't think it's just mental health. It is the relationship of our mental health here in this country coinciding and meeting with the access to guns in this country. Now, I want to solve the mental health issue, which will which is like, you know, if you take it as this line, as we bring that down, the likelihood of people getting guns who have mental health issues is going to lower. It won't lower 100%, but it will lower. But I would also like to see a reduction in regular guns, because there are going to be people who don't have mental health issues who still have either politically motivated or interpersonal issues or beefs with people, I guess, that will lead them to pick up a gun and harm somebody. You know, not everybody who shoots somebody or, you know, everybody who goes on a massacre is always mentally ill. Some of them are politically motivated. Oh, do I need to do this in a pattern? Okay. It's gonna be that one. Yeah! I'm so fucking smart. I am so damn smart. What's up, Bisky? Right, but they have an easier time getting healthcare in most places in Europe. Yeah.
Fixing the lighthouse. Here are those.
Cool. And also, to get a gun in Europe, as far as I understand, isn't... Wait 1 second. What did she give me? What the hell did you give me? North... Oh, no, she didn't give me anything. Oh, I have 36 scrap. Holy shit. Getting guns in Europe isn't that difficult. From what I understand, the European gun laws are... They're more restrictive than here, but as long as you can pass a basic background check, and I think they have some storage laws, they're pretty equipped to, you know, you can own guns in Europe. It's not illegal. There's just, I think they also have a different relationship. We have to also remember that people who I think reference the Second Amendment in the way it was written, we have to also understand the Second Amendment was written during wartime. There's a reason why it's written in the kind of language that it is, and there's also a context to when it was written that I think is important to keep in mind when we discuss, you know, the Second Amendment broadly. You know, this is a wartime document. You can expect, like a lot of wartime documents, for there to be a deference to violence and stuff. Oh my god, how much? Oh, it only takes 1 scrap though. Okay, that's not bad. I want a little bit of this. Oh, we'll just like oh yeah, probably do a little bit of armor too. Fuck. Okay, all right, cool. We are off and running. What is this one? Find a way into the, retrieve the box of rocket inside. Okay, we can do that. Okay, my name is Biscuit. Your name is Biscuit. Mental health is considered healthcare there? Yeah, I'm good. What are y'all talking about? Oh god, not guns. Can I ask a question, boys? By all means, ask a question. Guns are not legal for self-defense in Europe generally. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think you need a gun to defend yourself. A knife is a perfectly applicable a tool. You know, I hear a lot of times people talk about guns as tools, and guns are tools, but they're tools specifically for self-defense. But you know, the what's it called? The use of guns as self-defense, I think, is a kind of a maximalist approach to self-defense. You know, you can I got no problem with you defending yourself with your clenched fists. Or even knives. You know, knives are, you know, they're damaging, certainly, dangerous, absolutely, but there's something to be said. Ooh, C4. There's something to be said about the finality of firearm usage in a self-defense scenario. Also, I do think that if we passed, I do think that we can find a way to pass better gun in terms of like ownership, purchasing, and stuff like that. We can absolutely pass better regulations on those and address the self-defense concerns. Oh shit. Okay, I thought I moved back far enough. I guess I didn't. Actually, honestly, I think that with better restrictions on who can own firearms, I feel like proper and improper use of firearms for self-defense will become a little bit less muddy when we can track weapons easier, when we require training for more people. In terms of firearms, I do think there should be some requirements on training, because, you know, if you've ever been to the range, even a few times, there are people there who are absolutely dangerous to you, even in a safe environment like the range. But that's just because they didn't go through any, like, all of the training, or they didn't get any training for that matter sometimes. Oh boy, that's gonna explode. But like, training is very important when it comes to firearms. I'm a big supporter of gun safety training. Gun safety training is super duper important. Version 1 failed. Version 2 failed. Version 3, 13 seconds flight. Version 4, success. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's certainly good. Return to John Smith. Oh Christ, I can't see anything. Okay, where the hell is this guy? Okay, that's that guy. Where's John Smith? Is he like, where was he? Is this dude the dude that's all the way back here? Where the fuck was this guy? Are you John Smith? Weapon mission? Oh, fuck, I should have done that. Well, you know, we'll make it back to our friend John later. I don't know where the fuck. Yeah, we'll make it back to him later. Guns are not legal for self. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm just curious on how you view something. The Big Black Cock interview with Elon Musk. Did you see that one? I did see. I saw bits of it. I have not sat down to watch the entire thing. Guns make killing too easy. That's why the murder rate is through the roof in the US. Yeah, it's a gun. Unfortunately, the problem with guns is they are incredibly easy to they're incredibly easy to misuse. In a way that I don't want to say a hammer, because a hammer's not really the same kind of tool. In the same way, what's like a good tool that's not I don't want to compare. I don't want to make an unfair comparison. Let's see. Wait, where are we going? We want to go straight, right? To the blue. It's the main mission, right? North Mine Mystery. Yeah. Okay, we're going straight. Okay. I'm trying to think of like a good example of a tool that's like complicated to use but not overly complicated. But also, again, we have to recognize that even the comparison of a gun to a tool, any tool usually has a function that isn't to harm somebody. It's usually to do other things, drive nails, tighten screws, clamp things, whereas a gun's sole tool is to kill somebody in the easiest way possible. I personally, now you can call me whatever you want. I'm a fucking nerd, all right? I would be so much more comfortable living in a world where everyone fucking wielded badass katanas, and like every once in a while somebody would have a pistol, because at least like at least in that scenario, it takes some fucking skill to wield a katana well. Bladed weapons take some skill, take some energy. You can't just go point it at somebody and it's over. That's just me though. I would prefer that world. I would be so okay with living in a world where people walked around with swords still. Also, it's just cooler. I mean, I guess it's not cooler than my 92FS, fair enough. But still, my point is, guns are just too easy, man. They're just too easy. It's fucking self-defense on easy mode. Man, this is let's see, how far do we have to go? Okay. Thanks, Iceberg. I sometimes feel like I ramble and don't make sense, so I appreciate that. Most of the time most of the time I assume I'm making absolutely no sense. Try to be better though. I'm trying to be a little bit more thoughtful since doing let's see. Give me oh, I only have 4 scrap. I'm stupid. Okay, JK. The fuck was that? Alright. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:37. Okay. We gotta wrap up here. This might be we might explore this, and then that might be it for tonight. But tomorrow, oh, I should say this. In case you haven't seen the schedule, tomorrow we're gonna be on at, I think I put 11:30. I might have put 11:30 or noon. But we're gonna have a caller, somebody from my YouTube comments section who wrote me many paragraphs. He's gonna come on and we're gonna have a little chat over a few different things. So around 12:15 is, I'm thinking, when we'll start that. Oh shit, oh fuck. Okay, nope. Run faster. Okay. So yeah, keep that in mind. 12:15 tomorrow, where I'm gonna shoot this guy and we're gonna explore this. No, you're right. I should have never came here. You're right. Bitch, where'd you go? Die. Okay. You should have never came here. You see how easy that was? If I had a sword, I would have had to earn that victory. Okay. Eat shit. Okay. Whew. I don't know why. Those guys actually kind of I think it's because they yell at you while they chase you. It's that primal fear of being chased like a child. But yeah, so if you want to see, like, I don't want to call it a debate because the person was pretty cordial and nice. I mean, I'm sure there will be some debating. When I have people on, I try not to call them debates because I don't want, unless I'm going into them in a very confrontational manner. I try to talk to everybody as individuals for the most part. But yeah, I'm sure there will be some disagreement. It should be a fun convo. I don't know 100% what we're talking about. I'm sure we'll talk about trans stuff, and I'm sure we'll talk about, there was like one other thing, but I admittedly don't really remember. I just know he commented on a Matt Walsh video. But we'll probably talk about trans rights and stuff. and stuff. Ooh, okay. What time zone is that? Mountain time. So whenever I say anything, it'll be mountain time. So what is that? 2:15 Eastern? Yeah, 2:15 Eastern. 11:15 Pacific? Yeah. But yeah. Always interesting to have people on. I really like talking with people, I find. I'm too far gone. I don't know if I can just run back to the car and... Oh boy. Can't crouch. I don't...
Hey, get out of here.
Shh, 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 shh. Fuck me. Fuck me. Is this open? Nope. Ow! Fuck. Okay, we're just gonna have to like... Can I hide? Is there like a hide mechanic? Doesn't seem very effective. Oh boy. Fuck me. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Maybe I won't survive this. Okay, what if I hide back here? Can't find me. I can hide forever, in fact. Shh. Oh wait, can you hear me talk? I hope the mic thing isn't a thing in this game like it is in Phasmo. Okay. I think we're good. What's this? Make sure nobody goes near the egg. If you see anyone that shouldn't be there, shoot them immediately. No risk can be taken. As soon as it finishes, kill it and bring the body to me. Lovely. I don't like the whistling. I'm not a fan. Is he around this corner?
No visitors allowed.
Fuck! Okay, okay, cool. We'll just go back here. We'll just go back here. He won't find me again. Oh, shit. He's like on the other side of this door. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, he's going away. Fuck! Well, that seemed unfair. Okay. Stop shooting me. It's not fair. They have guns. Can I have... Oh, shit. Go, go, go. Ow. Oh, you dick. Aww. Okay. All right. All right. I know the thing. You know the thing that they tell, you know, like at the end of all YouTube videos where they tell you to like click on one of these like things to watch more videos. Yeah, I've been meaning to film one of those. So that's what I was doing. I was just setting it up to film one.